everyone. In this video, we're going to learn about default parameter and the rest operator. Default parameter can be learned with respect to a function. Here we are going to take a function add a comma b, return a plus b. Now we are going to call a function add 10 comma 4. Console.log res. Now I need to call the function. Okay, it's been called. Now we run the function, we get the results 14 because we are passing the parameter 10 and 4. What if we forget to pass the parameter, the second parameter? For example, in this case 4, we forgot to pass the parameter. It is giving us error, not a number. We are trying to perform a mathematical calculations on a variable which is not a number. Right now the value of b will be undefined because we have not given any value to it. Obviously it will be undefined. On undefined, we are performing mathematical calculations. It gives us a error, not a number. Now, what happens if we give a default parameter is, for example, a is equal to 4 and b is equal to, we can give default parameters inside this parenthesis in the function definition. B is equal to 3. What this default parameter says is, in case if you don't get any parameters when you are called, then you have to take the values from here. Else, if you get the values when you are called, take the values from there. That's how it has been used. For example, if you run this program now, we are getting the value 13 because a is getting the value from this where the function is being called, and b does not have the value, and that's why it is taking the value from default parameter. From this, what we can understand is, always the actual parameter overrides the default parameter. Actual parameter is always used, but only when the actual parameters are not passed, only then default parameters are used. And default parameters are given in the function definition like this. And next is the rest operator. Next, rest operator is used where you want to assign the rest of the array elements or rest of the object elements to a single variable. We see it with an example. For example, we have an array 1. We have an array which contains list of numbers here. And remember one more thing, rest operator is always used in connection with destructuring. When you use destructuring here, a1 comma a2 a3 comma, and the rest I want to be assigned to this rest variable. Now console.log oh, I don't want to use this a1 comma otherwise you don't understand. Console.log a1 here I can't use it like this. Close the brackets, and the second value is wait a2 a3, and we are going to print it a3 and the rest, and the rest variable. Now what we are expecting is 10 should go to a1, 20 should go to a2, 30 should go to a3, and the rest, whatever how much ever elements are there in this array should be assigned to this rest variable. That's how we are expecting here. Oh, I didn't do a2 here. The rest values are, so that we understand. Here 10, 20, 30, the rest values are the remaining elements. And one more thing you have to take into you have to remember is rest operator is always used at the end of the at the end of array destructuring. First, first all the values which has to be assigned or assigned, and the rest variable are always used at the rest variable is always used at the end of the array. This is about default parameter and the rest operator. Thank you everyone.